ಎವ್ರಿವನ್. ನಾನು ಜೆಸಿ ಮೇರಿ ಸಾಂತೀಸ್, ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಜೆಸಿಐ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ದಿಶಾ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಡೇ ಅನ್ನು ಸುಸ್ತುತಿಗೆ ತರುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಫೈಜಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
We believe that faith in God gives meaning and purpose to human life, that the brotherhood of man transcends the sovereignty of nations, that economic justice can best be won by free men through free enterprise, that government should be of laws rather than of men, that Earth's great treasure lies in human personality, and that service to humanity is the best work of life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿರುವಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ZP ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅವರು ಸೌಜನ್ಯ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಚೇತನ ದತ್ತಾತ್ರೇಯ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಬಯಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ JFF ನಾಗೇಶ್ ನೌಡಾ ಸರ್, ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಕೋರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಸರ್. ಹಾಗೇನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರೀಜನ್ ಡಿ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಆರ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರುವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೆಸಿಐ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ರೈಸ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಜೆಸಿಐ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ದಿಶಾದ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಬ್ರಿಲಿಯಂಟ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು, ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈಗ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಚೀಫ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ by Maria ma'am.
Hello everyone, good morning. So I'm very happy to introduce Saujanya ma'am today. So JCI sent Saujanya Hegde, a proud daughter of Lion M. Sadashiva Hegde and Lioness Sumati Hegde. She is a multifaceted talent since her early years. Interests vary from Bharatanatyam, Yakshagana, acting, modeling, etc. Has been a vibrant JC and won laurels to her loam in the zone and national level. Joined JCI Mangalore Lalbagh in 2016 and took up various posts henceforth. Apart from winning awards and recognitions in zone and national, she has been crowned Queen of JCI India 2018 and has been the recipient of Outstanding President of JCI India, Outstanding JC Week and Outstanding G&D Awards during her presidential year. Performed extremely well as Ambassador of Prayas for JCI India in 2019. A Nalandian national trainer, a provisional author, an achiever, ZVP of 2020, and the first lady zone president in the history of Zone 15 for the year 2021. She is a celebrity anchor, an entrepreneur, an actor, and corporate trainer. She has won the title Mrs. Popular, Mrs. India Worldwide 2017 and is the director of her own fashion pageant. A Rashtrapati Award winner for Girl Guiding Daughter of the Year from PRCI Nationals. A super active in Leo in the Lions movement, who led district as the Leo district president. Recipient of the most prestigious Leo of the Year award. Presently, the joint PRO of Lions District 317D. A promising product from St. Agnes School and College, a law graduate from SDM Law College, Mangalore, and MBA degree holder from ICFAI University. She is happily married to Mr. Sudhir Hegde and blessed with 2 kids, Sauravi and Saurabh. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request our ZP ma'am, because for the brilliant school people, they don't know who is the Saujanya Hegde. So now I request our Saujanya ma'am to speak a few words for them.
Thank you so much for the privilege, Chair. Today's chairperson, my dancing doll, dashing president of 2021 of Zone 15, president of JCI Mangalore Disha, JC Mary Santis, the trainer of today, JC Chetana Dattatreya, the members of JCI Mangalore Disha, the members of the Mangalore Rise, and all my GC friends, and the beautiful children, I think students of Brilliant School. Good morning to everybody. It's a Sunday morning and everybody has a lazy day. They don't want to do anything usually on Sundays. But we are all here to learn something, and a very important topic, that is the art of listening. ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಿಸ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಎಲ್ರು ತಮ್ಮ ತಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೊರತು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ಏನನ್ನ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂತ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಚೇತನಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರು. ಆಲ್ ದಿ ವೆರಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್
Hello, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, please speak in English, because there's some student, they don't know the Kannada, so they requested to do the in English, ma'am. Sorry.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much. What I said is, today's world, everybody wants to talk. Nobody wants to listen. Everybody is in the race of talking themselves out, talking their feelings out. Nobody wants to listen what the other one wants to say, what the other one is trying to say, what is the other one's interpretation of saying. And it's a wonderful topic that Chetana madam has taken up, and Mangalore Disha has selected for the students of Brilliance College. I'm sure this training is going to make an impact on the students of Brilliance College, and is going to bring up the image of our organization, JCI, Junior Chamber International. For all the students out here, Junior Chamber International is an international organization which is there in more than 120 countries and has a history of 100 plus. Why we are here? We want to improve our organization because we want to improve ourselves. We are not joining any other organization where we want to do some charity, want to do some world development program. Only when we are empowered, we can empower other people. Only when we are improved, we can improve other people. Only when we have a steady foundation, we can give a lending hand to others. And that this organization does. I'm very happy and proud to be a basic member of this organization. And today, as the zone president of Zone 15, very happy to announce that this training has been taken up by JCI Mangalore Disha. All over India, JCI India is celebrating Training Day. More than 1,500 trainings are happening on the same day with different various topics. Congratulations for a wonderful topic. Congratulations for the initiative taken, because this organization is a bundle of opportunities. So all you students, if you want to somehow improve yourself, your business, your network, your socializing, your communication, your confidence, anything that you want to step up one step higher, join this organization. We are with open arms welcoming you to improve yourself. Thank you so much for this opportunity to our president, JC Mary Santis. I'm only shuttling between different trainings, because today, one day in our zone, we are having 50 plus trainings, and that is again definitely part of appreciation. So once again, appreciating the efforts taken by JCI Mangalore Disha, the president and all the members, and I wish this training is going to be a fruitful one. Thank you once again for the privilege, and all the very best. Good luck. There's a better people after this training. Good luck.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, anyone is joined. Now, thank you so much, ma'am. Wonderful your wording. It's make inspired for us. Now I request to introduce today's resource person, Chaitanya Dattatreya ma'am, by Pratibha ma'am. Hello, Pratibha ma'am.
ಹಲೋ
Yes, yes.
ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಉಂಟಾ
Yes, yes,
Yes, yes.
ಕೇಳ್ತದೆ ma'am. ಹೇಳಿ.
I
Yes,
am
yes, ma'am.
I am happy to introduce JC Chaitanya Dattatreya is proprietor of Manasam Training Institute Suratkal and zone train of JCI India. She is born in Ponnampet, a place in Kurg. She studied her high school and PU education in Ponnampet. At school days, she was very good at sports and she was one state level mini basketball championship. She completed graduation in BSc Computer Application from St. Agnes College, Mangalore, and accomplished Master of Science degree in Information Technology, followed by MTech in Information Technology. She was working as computer instructor at Kurg Institute of Technologies. After that, she got married to Mr. Dattatreya, who is working in MRPL, Mangalore, and blessed with 2 children, Adya and Anyanta. At presently, she is running her own training institute, Manasam Institute for Human Excellence at Suratkal since 2017. In the year 2011, she joined JC movement and qualified as zone trainer in the year 2015. She has served as
Her
zone
voice is breaking.
now served as zone director. Now, ma'am,
It's clear, ma'am. Continue. It's clear.
zone director JC Red Wing in the year 2016. She was the president of JCI Suratkal in the year of 2017. She won various awards like Outstanding New JC winner, Kamala Patra Award and Southern History Award, etc. Presently, she is the advisor of JCI Mangalore Impact. As a JCI trainer, she has conducted more than 200 trainings for school, college students, corporate, JCI members on the soft skill like leadership, communication skills, exam preparation, parenting, women empowerment, etc. Thank you. Hello. 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 Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome, Pratibha.
Sorry, network issue ಇಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದಾಯ್ತು. So thank you, Pratibha ma'am.
Okay.
Now I request the over to Chaitanya ma'am. Ma'am, for this occasion, we want to hear from you some few words you can tell about our training day, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Hello. I would like to welcome, firstly, our ZP Madam, JC Saujanya Hegde Madam, who is with us to this training program. I would also like to welcome as ZVP Nagesh Navda sir, and also JC Aisha Faiza ma'am, who is ZC Prayas this year, and all the members of JCI Mangalore Disha, and also the lovely students of Brilliant School who have come here today to listen to the training program. Welcome all of you to this training program. Before we start today's training program, I would like to tell you all why I am very much bounded to this topic, active listening. Actually, I had been called as a trainer for a CAP training. We call Chairmanship and Parliamentarian Procedure, which was hosted by JC Mangalore Disha. So there was a person who was sitting and listening my introduction when the other person was doing the introduction of the trainer, that is me. Then that person kept very silent, but she had some feelings in her face, you know, I was watching her. Suddenly after the program, she came to me and she asked me, do you recognize me? No, I don't recognize you, I said her. Then she introduced herself to me and she said that she is Sumaya of JCI Mangalore Disha. She heard a person doing my introduction, and she came to me and asked, which batch you studied in St. Agnes College? I heard that, and which batch did you complete your BSc computer application and all that? And she was very happy. Even I too was very happy to know that she was my batch mate, and we two passed out in the same year from the St. Agnes College. Really, this is the power of active listening, friends. What I was saying, that I am very much born to this topic of today's active listening. Then one more incident happened after that, I can say. My friend JCI Sumaya, she connected with one more friend of mine who was doing BSc with me, Aisha. Her name was Aisha, and she was my classmate. She was actually shocked to know that Chetana, she is a trainer. She was like a Gandhi in the college, and she is a trainer. You don't tell me. I can't believe that, she told. Friends, I can tell you, even if you are a speaker, what do? You listen to different trainings. That's what happened with me, I can say. I listened to many of the trainings. I attended many of the trainings in JCI, and I became a very good listener. And one day, you don't believe, I became the trainer of JCI. Really, I feel my friend Sumaya has responded. Wow, I was searching her. Where is she? Yes, thank you, madam. Okay, so that is JCI, which make us so much transformed or changed. We can find the changes just because of JCI, we can say. Actually, friends, why my friend Aisha had a feeling that Chetana, she is a trainer. Why she had that feeling, I'll tell you. Because I was not a good listener in college days. I was not doing well in my academics during college days. Because, friends, I was not a good listener. Okay, so as I developed the skills of active listening, later I came to know that even success lies in active listening. So after coming to JCI, I came to know the importance of listening, I can say. So today, before we start our active listening, that is the art of listening training program, I would like to ask you all a question. See, we all know rabbits, okay? Lovely rabbits. Most of them are having rabbits as your pets in your house, right? Am I right? So why I am talking about rabbit is, I want to ask you, how is that rabbits have long ears? Rabbits have long ears, no? Did you ever imagine? I want you to type in the chat box. Why rabbits have long ears? Can you tell me why rabbits have long ears? You can use the chat box and you can give me the answer. Rabbits have long ears, isn't it? Why is that? Have you ever imagined why rabbits have long ears? Yes, I want participants to put your answers in the chat box. I think all are thinking. Rabbits are very active animals, says Jyoti R. Shetty madam. Jyoti R. Shetty madam is zone officer. We recognize your presence, madam. They are active animals, she says. What else? Yes, let me tell you, friends, why rabbits have long ears. Wow. JC Aisha Paisa's zone coordinator Prayas has answered. They're very good listeners. Yes, ma'am, you're actually correct. Why rabbits have long ears is, see, most of the animals, what do? They like to hunt the rabbits. They have so many enemies, they like to hunt them. These rabbits are very clever animals, I can say. These rabbits, they can hear who is ready to hunt me. They don't turn the head, but without turning their head, they're able to rotate their ears and they are able to listen who is at the back of me. It is because of the long ears what they have. Because of the long ears, they can hear sharply who is ready to hunt me, and they'll run away without getting catched, I can say. That is, the enemies cannot catch the rabbits because of the long ears. Now, friends, I want all of you to try rabbit's ears. What you do is, you hold two hands behind your ears. Everybody, I want all of you to switch on the video and try this. please hold your two hands behind your ears. Did all do this? See, like this, like this. Behind your ears, you hold your two hands. Okay. Now, you tell me what is the difference you find. Please put it in the chat box. What is the difference you find after I told you hold your two hands behind your ears? Can you tell me? Total concentration. JC Sumaya ma'am is saying total concentration. Wow. Then what else? See what happens when we place our two hands behind the ears. So yes, JC Anil sir. Yes, perfect hearing. Wow, that's the expected answer I can say. So when you hold your two hands behind your ears, what happens? You're able to hear properly. That is, your hearing improves, we can say. So similarly, the rabbits also, the long ears help them to hear properly. So now let us come to the training activity, the training what we are doing today. That is the art of listening. Friends, I would like you to ask a question. What is listening? What is listening? Can you tell me what is listening? What is listening? Listening is receiving the language, isn't it? What is listening? What is this listening? Listening is a language that which we receive through our ears, isn't it? It involves identifying the sounds of the speech and processing them into words and sentences. What happens when we listen? When we listen, we use our ears to receive the individual sounds, maybe letters, maybe the stress what the speaker is speaking, the rhythm, the pauses of the speaker, everything we will be able to receive. And we use our brain to convert this into the messages that mean something to us. Isn't it? Do you all agree? Listening also requires focus and attention. It needs a lot of, it needs a focus, it needs a attention. Listening is a skill. Actually, some people really need to work very hard than the other, we can say, because not all the people are good listeners. Why some people have to work hard compared to the other people? Because not all the persons are good listeners, we can say. People who have difficulty concentrating, people who have difficulty in concentrating, people who have difficulty in concentrating are typically very poor listeners, we can say. Do you all agree? People who have difficulty in concentrating, they are typically very poor listeners. If you want to become a fluent speaker, even then, what you have to do is you have to develop that strong listening skills. As I said, to become a good speaker also, you need to develop those strong listening skills, because those listening skills that which you possess will help you understand what the people are saying you. So if you are a good listener, you can understand what the people are actually saying you. And listening will help you to pronounce the words properly. That is, you can understand where I can place the actual stress in my words and the sentences when I speak. So this makes your speech not only easy for the others who are listening, and even they can understand better, we can say. So that is the power of listening, I can say. So can you quickly tell me what and all points you learned under listening just now? You can put it in the chat box. Yes, so what we have learned under listening is people who have learned difficulty, who has a difficulty in listening, they are actually poor listeners, we can say. That is, they don't have concentration. That is, even to become a good fluent speakers, you know, you need to develop that skill of listening. It's a very important concept. Did you ever think what is the difference between hearing and listening? Many of us have a misunderstanding. That is, hearing and listening is same. Do you agree? What is hearing? What is listening? Can you tell me? First, let us come to hearing. Are they both same? You can put it in the chat box. Okay, let me tell you. Hearing is actually a physical act. Yes, no. Yes, Sushmita D'Souza is saying no. Hearing and listening are different. Yes, you all agree, isn't it? Hearing and listening are completely different. Yes, yes. Very nice. Yes, let me tell you. Hearing, it is actually the physical act of sound waves, that which is entering our ears and which is being transported to our brain. So what is hearing? Hearing is a physical act of sound waves that which enters our ears and it is being transported to our brain. This is actually a passive process. Hearing is a passive process. What do? It requires no effort. You need not put any effort in hearing. There is no meaning attached in hearing. Your ears will work, and if your ears work, you are in a place where sound is being transmitted, and you will hear it. So this is hearing, you can say. So what is hearing? Hearing is one that which doesn't need any effort, we can say. It's a passive process actually. So if your if it works, then you can hear any sound that which is being transmitted. Coming to listening. What is listening? Listening is an active skill. So listening is an active skill. It needs effort. And you can choose not to do it. If you choose not to do it, not to listen, then definitely you will not listen, I can say. So this listening is there. No, it is an active skill. So here we need to put effort. Everybody has to put effort when you are listeners. And listeners can choose not to do it at all. Listeners will take the sound and they attach the meanings to them. What do listeners do? They take sound and they attach the meanings to them. If they have understood what the speaker is saying, if they have understood what the speaker is saying, they can interpret and they can respond to the message. This is what happens in listening, I can say. So we call such a kind of listening as active listening. So did you all get the difference between hearing and listening? So hearing and listening are completely different aspects, I can tell you. Now, I'll be giving each one of you a small listening activity and you will have to listen very carefully to me. Okay, so let me tell you, listen carefully. I'll be telling you a listening activity now. So you will have to listen carefully and I'll be asking you questions. Okay, so let me tell you, Ramu, there was a person called Ramu. He worked at a butcher's shop. Where did Ramu work? Ramu worked at a butcher's shop. What was the weight? What was the height of Ramu? The height of Ramu was 5'6" and his waist was 36 inches. He worked 10 hours a day and he earned 50 rupees per day. What did he weigh? Can you tell me? I'll repeat the question again. Ramu worked at a butcher's shop. His height was 5'6" and his waist was 36 inches. He worked 10 hours a day and he earned how much rupees? He earned 50 rupees. What did he weigh? Can you tell me? Most of the friends are like actually calculating this. I'll give you a minute of time to think about this. Okay, if you know the answer, you can just put it in the chat box. Yes, I'm waiting for the answers. So did you all get the question? Should I repeat it again? Okay, so all are busy calculating the weights, I think. Okay, let me tell you, the question is actually not what was his weight. What was the question? What was the question? The question was, what did he weigh? What did he weigh? What did he weigh? Can you tell me? Butcher stove means what did he weigh? Yes, very good. JC Anil has answered meat. Yes, sir, you're right. He weighed meat. Yes. So this is the height of active listening, we can say. Yes, he weighed meat. What did he weigh? He weighed meat. Now, what to listen to? So now we are all in a session of, we are all in which session? We are all in the session of active listening. Now I would like to ask you all a question. What to listen to? So you all might have heard about podcasts, isn't it? What are podcasts actually? They offer regularly updated episodes of listening bites. We can say about podcasts. They show they may be short or long. Podcasts may be very short or they may be very long. They are often recognized around you can find a certain topic in podcasts, you know, and they're actually typically free. They're specially made for this language learners, especially we can say. That is, you don't need an iPod to listen to this podcast, but actually you can listen to this podcast online. So if you have a mobile with you, or if you have a device like a MP3 player, you can subscribe to this podcast and you can listen them on the go, you know. Yes. So what else can you listen to? Yes, friends, you can definitely listen to the news also. There are lots of radio channels. You can see audio, video that which provide you with the news. That also helps you for listening, I can say. Then you can hear the music. See, there are great singers around us, isn't it? So music, what happens when you listen to the music? See, you get the lyrics of the music everywhere. So if you type in the internet, whatever music you want to hear, you get the lyrics also of the music. So when you take in those lyrics very deeply, you know, you are able to understand and your the power of listening. When you listen the music also, the power will be really great, I can say. So music is also one such thing that which you can listen. You can also use videos or film or TVs. That is, you can find a topic that which you are interested in and you can start watching those videos. You can watch English cartoons, or there are many how to do videos also available. So you can do that for listening. Say. And dictation. So most of us are students here. Okay, so many of them have the complaint saying that my English is good, but when I write, I make mistakes. See, dictations are very powerful. You can choose a partner and you can, you can do active listening and you can you can give dictations to your partner. Partner can give dictation to you. So these dictations, they actually help you to improve the spelling, the writing, your typing skills maybe, and also they will help you to practice listening also. Not only that, the dictations will also help you to improve your vocabulary. That is the power of dictations, I can say. Then coming to conversations. So what do you mean by conversations? See, you can hear plenty of conversations around you, isn't it? What do? You go to a chai shop, you will be sipping coffee in the chai shop or coffee shop, whatever it is. Okay. Don't simply sit and sip the coffee or tea. What you do is you listen to the conversations of the strangers that which are around you in the coffee shop. I'm not saying you see their face and sit. Okay. So when you listen the conversations, important thing is you will have to act as if you are reading a newspaper or you're reading a book. Don't make eye contact with those strangers. Okay. If you look at them when they are doing conversation, they may feel strange and they may try to avoid you and they may stare you, isn't it? So what you will have to do is you will have to observe the conversations when you're sitting in a chai shop or the coffee shop, and you make a note of those observations, of those conversations. How do they make the conversations? What are the words they use actually? And you come home and you you can judge it. You can think of that and how are you different from that? You should always try to observe those conversations. That is also one thing that which you can listen, I can say. So there are many such varieties of things that you can listen to, and even lectures. Suppose you can, if you get a chance to hear any of the great lectures, you can do that. That is, there are variety of free lectures in different topics nowadays. So you can hear to those lectures, and you can become definitely become a good listeners, I can say. Let me give you now some tips that which makes you a good listener. See, to be a good listener, try to be still as you're listening. You should be very still. I can feel that here in our Zoom classroom, whatever today, I can see all the listeners are very still. Wow, I appreciate everybody's gestures. Yes. So you have to be, you have to try to be still when you're listening. And see, if there are distractions around you, you will not able to listen properly. So try to ignore all the distractions that which is around you. And important thing is make eye contact with the speaker who is speaking. You will have to make the eye contact with the speaker. You observe the body language. Try not to daydream. Some people, what they'll do, they'll be in daydream. The speaker will go on but what actually some speakers will do, listeners will do, they will be in daydreaming, we can say. They will be dreaming. You have to learn to paraphrase whatever you heard. What is this paraphrasing? You will have to hear and you will have to state it in your own words later. So this is known as paraphrasing. This is also a very good tip for being an active listener, I can say. And you can also learn, suppose if you have not understood, you can always, you can ask for clarification if you don't understand. But there is a way how you ask clarification. So, and first and foremost thing is, you should not always pretend as if you have understood. There are some people, they simply nod their head saying, have you understood? Yes, everything they understood. Never do that. Don't pretend always that you understood. You can always ask, there is a way of asking the speakers, could you repeat that? Or you can just say, sorry, what's your question? Or you can just say, pardon. Or you can say, I missed that. So these are the different ways, to ask the questions or to be a good listener. Suppose you don't understand. You can also say, sorry, I didn't catch that. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Would you mind repeating that, please? So this is also one such way that you can ask your speaker. But never pretend as if you understood everything. And there are gestures to show you that you don't understand. You can make gestures also. If you shake your head slowly from side to side like this as I'm shaking, okay? So the speaker will ask you, have you understood, Sumaya? What Sumaya will do? She will shake her head side to side, isn't it? So when Sumaya shakes her head side to side, I understand that Sumaya, my friend Sumaya, has not understood whatever I told. Yes, Sumaya is nodding. Wow. Yes, great response from you, Madam Sumaya. Yes. So if you shake your head side to side like this, that means you have not understood. Okay. So if you lift your shoulders up and if you put your arms out, if you stretch your palms like this, facing to the sky, that also means that who have not understood? I have not. I didn't understand. It means that. Some people, what do? They do strange gestures. They wrinkle their forehead. By seeing the wrinkles in their forehead also, we come to know that they have not understood. These are the different gestures, to make us understand that they have not understood what the speaker is speaking. Let me give you all a tip. See, when you nod, okay, don't nod like this. That is head up and down like this. What does this mean? True. Yes, Krishna Pawar sir, we recognize your presence. Welcome, sir. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
We recognize the presence of JC Satyanarayana Bhatt sir. Welcome to the training program, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Yes.
We welcome you, sir.
We welcome the presence of EA to ZP JC Deepak Ganguly. Welcome you, sir, to the training program. Yes, so let us continue with the training. We were talking about an interesting topic about, I was saying that don't nod your head up and down like this. Okay, so what were we doing? We were discussing the important topic, that is don't nod your head like this up and down. What does it mean when you nod your head up and down like this? Can you tell me, friends? If you nod your head up and down like this and if you give a pretty smile, what does that indicate? It indicates that you have understood everything. Okay, so this makes others think that you do understand. Yes. So if you don't understand, don't nod your head like this, but nod your head like this, side by side. Okay, always remember this. Now coming to the next important topic of discussion is that the listening strategies. There are various listening strategies. What you can do is you can listen to many different accents. You attend the different training sessions of the different trainers. Different trainers do trainings in a different way, different accent. You can attend the training or you can attend the talks of the famous speakers. All the trainers, all the speakers, they have the different accents. So you listen to those accents, how they train, how they speak. You practice summarizing and you practice paraphrasing. So after they have told something, you try to summarize those words. You try to paraphrase those words. You make assumptions and predictions. If you ask for a question, you can listen to the answer. You don't think I have to, if I ask a question, I'll be like everyone will respect me or treat me good. See, when you ask a question, see through it, you listen to the answer, what a speaker will give you. You can listen to English musics, many musics are available nowadays. So you can listen to many of the musics and so on. That also makes you a very good listener, I can say. So these are the different strategies that which will help you to be a good listener. There are several listening barriers. As I told you, not all of them are good listeners. Not all of them are good listeners. There are poor listeners who feel listening very difficult because, as I said to you, they don't have the concentration, I can say, the listening concentration or whatever it is. So there are several listening barriers. Each one of you have to sit and decide, what are my listening barriers? Why I can't listen? So generally we can say there are some barriers for listening. That is sometimes the speakers will speak very quickly. So I don't understand what they speak. That is, I can't listen to it. The vocabulary of the speaker, what vocabulary they are using will be very hi-fi and I can't listen. That will be a barrier, listening barrier. There will be one more barrier of like this kind. That is, the speaker will have an unfamiliar accent. When I was talking about accent, some speakers, they will have an unfamiliar accent that makes you feel difficult to listen to them. Sometimes the recording will not be clear. Now, if it is Zoom training, sometimes it happens, the recording is not clear and they are not very loud, that will be the problem. You are not interested in the topic. Sometimes there is a topic, but you are not interested in the topic. Sometimes you will be very tired. You will be very tired, and that too is a listening barrier. There is also one more problem I can tell you. Sometimes we'll be very hungry and we are not in a mood to listen to what the people is or what the speaker is speaking. Feeling hungry is also one such barrier for listening, I can say. Sometimes we will be nervous. Now the speaker is speaking. After that, it will be my turn. I'll have to do a speech. Some stress will be there inside. So you'll not listen to the speaker, what the speaker has spoken. Because next is your speech. You are nervous. Or I can say something is distracting you. Some sounds you can hear the TV sound. Wow, my favorite serial is going on and this speaker is continuously going on speaking. The distraction. You can't avoid those distractions, You had a strong emotional reaction to a word or point that you heard. A speaker is speaking something. Maybe she spoke about mother. And you get into emotion of a mother. And what the speaker has spoken next will not be able to listen at all. Sometimes you will get into such emotions. Totally, you will be nervous. And these are some of the common barriers, that which makes listening very difficult. Let me give you a small listening activity now. Listen properly and I will be asking you 2 questions. James, okay? So James is not sure what he wants to be when he grows up. There was a boy called James. James is not actually sure what he wants to become after he grows up. He likes taking pictures and traveling. And so he thinks he wants to become a photographer and also a tour guide. His father is a scientist and his mother is a doctor. They want him to be a doctor. I'll repeat it again. Listen properly. Yes. So James is not sure what he wants to be when he grows up. He likes taking pictures and traveling, and so he thinks he wants to be a photographer and also a tour guide. His father is a scientist and his mother is a doctor. They want him to be a doctor. Is it clear? Now, my question to you is, you can put it in the chat box. So what was James' father? What was he, James' father? Let me see who has done the active listening. Wow, Krishna Pavas, scientist. Good, sir. You are active listener. Yes. Scientist. Yes. Let me ask you 3 more questions. Okay. Yes, we have good listeners here. Nikhila Shetty. Wow. Very nice. Good listeners we have. All are listening to the session. We are feeling very proud. Yes. Let me ask you one more question. What did he like? What did James like? What did James like? Photography. Yes, photography and traveling. Very good. Tripti Uchil madam has answered photography and traveling. Some told only photography, some told traveling. It is both. Am I right? Yes, photography and traveling is the right answer. Okay, let me ask you one more question. What is James' mama? Mother. What is she? Mother. James' mother, what is she? James' dad was a scientist, no? Tripti, wow, Tripti, very good listener. We are having Netravati, doctor, yeah, Sri Lakshmi, yes, Sri Lakshmi. Good listeners we have, active listeners, wow, doctor, yes. So, James' mother is a doctor. So, friends, listening is the ability to understand, to respond effectively to the oral communication, we can say. It requires more attention, from the receiver. Requires more attention from the receiver. Every good communication starts from a good listening. And there is a primary purpose for this listening, we can say. Mainly, we have to understand what the person or what the speaker is saying. Not necessarily you have to agree with him or her. Actually, you will have to understand what the person is actually saying. That is the main purpose of listening, you can say. That is the main purpose of the listening. Then listening requires a state of mind. It actually requires a state of mind. There should be an intention to listen. There should be a method of understanding. There should be a process of clarifying and verifying, we can say. So hearing and listening, you got the difference as I told in the first session itself. So what is this hearing? Hearing is what we do with our senses, that is our ears. Listening is what that we do with our mind, we can say. So there is a large difference between this hearing and listening. Why to be a good listener now? So you may, after hearing this listening session, you might ask me a question, why to be a good listener? See, if you are a good listener, you will be valued. I told, wow, Tripti, wow, Sumaya, wow, Krishna Pawar, sir, wow. Yes, they are all valued because they are all good listeners. All of us are good listeners. So you will be valued. You will be appreciated. You will be recognized. You also will be respected. Isn't it? If you are a good listener. So there is a need for being a good listener, you can say. So there is a process in this listening, First and foremost, you will have to understand. Understanding is known as learning. The next important thing is recalling. Recalling, we call it as remembering. After that, you will have to evaluate, that is judging. The next and foremost important thing that comes under this is the responding or answering. And then comes receiving or hearing. We have different types of listening. What are the different types of listening we all do usually? There is a thing called ignoring listening. Any idea what is ignoring listening? You can put it in the chat box. See, ignoring listening. Let me tell you what is this ignoring listening. Speaker is going on saying something. Okay. Yes, not interesting. Very good. Krishna Pawar sir has told not interesting. Yes, sir. The speaker, he or she is going on speaking. And what do? You ignore the speaker. You don't listen to them at all. This is the worst kind of listening we can say. That is ignoring listening. Next, you have the selective listening. What do? Selective listening means you listen only to the portions that which you want to listen or that which you choose to listen. Only the selective portions you listen. That is known as selective listening. Also, we have another important kind of listening, that is the empathetic listening we have. So what is this empathetic listening? In empathetic listening, what we do is, in empathetic listening, we just listen from the heart, we can say. So in the empathetic listening, you listen with your ears, but also more important, you listen with your eyes and you listen with your heart. what listeners do actually, they will share the speaker, their emotions, their feelings, and also the problems that which they are facing, we can say. Coming to the active listening, the receiver, he or she, they will, try to understand the feelings, the thoughts, the beliefs that which are being communicated, and they will accept it as a person on their own, we can say. So to be a good listener, you have to stop talking. You have to think always before talking. Everyone has to think before talking. You can use the non-verbal communication. What do you mean by non-verbal communication? Your facial expression, the gestures, the eye contacts, the body language, and so on. See, there is a wonderful brief of this listening, let me tell you. All of you know listen. What is the spelling of listen? L-I-S-T-E-N. Okay. So listen, L means look. L for look. I for inquire, that is investigate. S for summarize. E for encourage. N for neutralize. Let me repeat it again. L for look. I for inquire, that is investigate. S for summarize. T for take notes. E for encourage. And N for neutralize. So every good conversation, it starts with a good listening. See, let me do an action in the screen. You can say this like this. I know here many JC people are there. All of them are wondering, oh, this speaker, she's doing the logo, this year's logo. Presidents, we have presidents with us, and they're wondering that this is the action of one future. Isn't it, Mary Madam? Isn't it, Pawar sir? Okay, so this is the logo of our JCI this year, one future. But let me tell you, yes, one future. But I have done my face sideways also like this. So this is actually a non-verbal distraction, I can say. See, in UK or USA, that gesture what I made you, that which I showed you now, it means okay. Okay. In Japan, it means money. This means money. In Russia, it means zero. In Brazil, that means insult. In India, this means good. Okay, so did you all get the meaning of this? So gesture, when we talk about gesture, there are various meanings that which we use it in different countries, we can say. There is a thing called thought speed. Now, if I ask a question, 2 plus 2, a listener will listen to me and say 2 plus 2 is equal to 4 quickly. But actually, what was the question I was asking you? 2 plus 2 plus 4 is equal to how much? How much? Before I ask you that question, what happened? The listener who was in a very urgent, who was in a very hurry, answered me 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Actually, my question was 2 plus 2 plus 4 is equal to how much? This is the thought speed, we can say. This is the thought speed. Friends, did you ever imagine why we have 2 ears and only one tongue? Can you tell me? I also have a question to ask you all. Let me test whether you are hearing me. Okay, so I'm asking you one question. We all have 2 ears and one tongue. Why is that? Nature has given us all one tongue, isn't it? And 2 ears. Why? Put it in the chat box and tell me. Think and tell me. Listen twice and reply once. Wow, Pawar sir. Yes. Yes, exactly. That is the answer, that which is expected. So what you do is you have 2 ears so that we can hear from others twice as much as we can speak. You can hear from others twice as much as you can speak. That is the importance of you having 2 ears. Mary Madam, how long can I take the session?
Yeah, you can continue. How many minutes you have, ma'am? If you have
Uh,
any session, you can continue now.
like 10 minutes, 5 minutes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Can we continue 5 minutes?
Yeah. No problem. I think
Yeah,
link is there. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
continue.
yeah. No problem. No, I can continue. No, thank you,
Yeah.
madam. Thank you, madam.
Yeah.
So we were all discussing about the 2 years and, one tongue what we have. Okay. Now let me ask you, what is the opposite word of talking? What is the opposite word of talking? Please put it in the chat box. What is the opposite word of talking? Silent. Yes. Sumaya has answered silent. Mercy, Rego, silence. What else? Listening. Yes, Jesse Anil sir has told listening. Usually, if somebody asks me what is the opposite of talking, we all say listening. Okay, but somebody has answered meditation. Wow. Yes. So, what is the opposite of Aisha ma'am listening? Wow. Yes. So, what is the opposite of talking? It is listening. Most of us have answered, isn't it? In many cases, it is not listening, but it is waiting to talk. I am talking, you are listening, but what you people do? You are waiting to talk, isn't it? That is what happens, we can say. Okay. So let me tell you all one case. Okay. So don't take anything seriously. Okay. Let me tell you a case. There was a dark complexioned man. What he will do, dark complexioned man, he will marry a white complexioned girl. Okay. Let me tell you a joke. Think this as a joke. So a dark complexioned man, he will marry a white complexioned girl and they will have a baby. Okay. So now I am asking you, what is the color of the teeth of the baby? What is the color of the teeth of the baby? I'll repeat again. A black man, that is black complexion, dark complexion man, he will marry a white complexion girl. And they will have a baby. So I'm asking you the question, what is the color of the teeth of the baby? Wow, some have answered white. Usually what we do, we all say the color of the teeth of the baby is white, no? But Mercy Rigo, I saw Mercy Rigo. Yes, no teeth. Yes, babies. If babies actually they don't have teeth only. They are born without the teeth. Okay. So if you are an active listener, then what do you say? You say that babies have no teeth. The baby has no teeth. That is the power of active listening. I would like to say. So if you want to master the art of this listening, you will have to make eye contact. First thing what you have to do is you will have to make the eye contact. Look at the person who is speaking and give the impression that you care them, that is you are listening to them. Eye contact is the first and foremost thing in the art of listening, we can say. Second and foremost, don't interrupt in the middle. A person will be speaker. What do? You will have to learn to hold your mind. You can always ask questions, but simply always don't try to interrupt in the middle. So this is important thing what we all have to notice. The third thing that I would like to share to master the art of listening is that one has to practice active listening. So you all came to know what is active listening. So if you practice active listening, definitely you all can become a very good listeners, I can say. Then another important thing that which I would like to say is, one has to show that you understand. See, a speaker is speaking to you and you will have to show that you have understood, that you can even make noises. That is, you can try to say or you can say okay, yes. When somebody is talking, you can just say yes, okay, those are the voices that makes makes the speaker that you are listening. And also don't simply even though if you don't understand, try yes, all that. Okay, nod your head. Very good. Mercy Rigo is answering nod your head. Yes. So do you nod your head like this or like this? Like this if you have not understood. Like this if you have understood. Yes, Mercy Rigo. Right. So listen without thinking is the next tip that which I would like to give you to master the art of listening. So listen without thinking. See, listen without forming responses in your mind, we can say. Some may act by nodding too. Yes, very good. I received a chat saying some from Mercy. Yes, Mercy madam. Yes. One more thing that I would like to say is listen without judgment. Listen without judgment. And important thing that we all have to notice is you have to create a sustainable environment. That is, your environment should be out of all the distractions. If there are distractions, you will not be able to hear properly. So you will have to choose such a place there where there are no distractions. And first important thing is you will have to observe other people, as I told you. That is, you will have to observe their accent. You will have to see how they interact with the others, etc. So observation also makes you a good, very good listener. So I would like to conclude this training session on active listening. So hope this training session was very helpful to you. And before I conclude this training session on active training, I would like to convey the thanks to JC Mary Madam, the President of Disha, who gave me this wonderful opportunity to conduct training in Zoom platform today. Thank you, Madam, and over to you, JC Madam. JC Mary Madam.
Thank you so much, ma'am. A wonderful session. Very interesting talk also. I hope all the students are enjoyed your section. Thank you, ma'am. Now, anyone need to give? I hope I will ask for 3 members to give the feedback. The students who participated. You can unmute. You can unmute and you can speak. I recognize the presence of Vaishnavi ma'am from brilliant college administrator she is. Ma'am, you can also give any feedback to interested. You can give the feedback also, ma'am, or the student also you can.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Thank you so much for this webinar. I think my students have got some insights. So thank you, ma'am. They have learned about listening or hearing. I think they learned more. It will be enlightened for them for future also. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Mary, ma'am.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you,
you,
ma'am.
ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Any student, if you like, you can unmute and you can speak. Okay. Any JC members, you can unmute and you can speak.
Good morning, Chaitanya ma'am. JC Power.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Thank you for this wonderful session. Being a teacher, actually I'm a teacher. So whatever you said about the listening skills, it was highly useful. How to identify whether the students are listening or not is a tricky, because some, as I sent in a message, some students they simply said they nod their head. Whatever we ask, they nod. So we can't. It's like something like acting. So your talk was very interesting, where we could get some ideas how to understand that students understood or not by putting the questions and the listening skills and the environment that we have to create in a classroom or somewhere, wherever we give the talk. So that was wonderful. And I think the students, they got clear idea about how to listen and why, all those things. So I feel, Chena ma'am, it was a great talk for everyone, not only for the students, even for all the audience. It may be JC members or some other. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your talk.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now I request our JC Sumaya ma'am to give a vote of thanks.
Good morning, and sometime I can say good afternoon to everybody. It's hardly 10 more minutes. I have to say good afternoon. So I cannot proceed with saying two also. I can say good morning and sometime good afternoon. It is a great honor and privilege to have been asked to propose vote of thanks on this event of National Training Day. Today's training event has indeed infused a new energy and enthusiasm in all of us. I, Sumaya SK, take this opportunity to thank today's resource person, JC Chetana Dattatreya ma'am, for her all innovative and informative sessions. The unparalleled motivation and energy must prove a catalyst to further our efforts in the right direction. Thank you, ma'am. My heartfelt thanks to the principal and staff of Brilliance Business School, who by joining us has given us all the reasons to continue our efforts in the same direction. My sincere appreciation and thanks for the students of the same school for joining our family and strengthening our cause. Thank you, dear students. My gratitude and magnanimous thanks to all those members who have joined us today and made this event a grand success. I would like to sign off by thanking all the members of technical and supporting staff. Thank you, one and all. Have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am. I request all the students, please on your videos. We will take one pic now. Chetana ma'am. Hello, Chetana ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Yeah, in your computer,
Yes, yes.
we take one pic, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah.
I request student, please on the videos, everyone. So we will take one pic. It's on, everyone. Carol.
1 minute, ma'am.
Yeah. As Ashok, please on your camera. Nikita Shetty. Ravina D'Souza, please on your camera. Visible, ma'am?
Yes, madam. Photo, we have taken the photo.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your wonderful share. And thank you so much. Thank you so much to all the participant students. Hope you learn something better to give